Wow, part 8 already. I'm getting through this faster than I thought I would. So we only have 30 discs left to go, and Dr. Light is certainly happy with the progress. So let's dive right in and get the next 10. Let's get to it. So for disc number 71, let's start things off in Pirate Man stage. When you get into the 5th room, it's actually in plain sight. It's right under this ledge, you just have to get past the Nautilus. And there it is. Oy, seriously, Venus, why couldn't you have looked better than that? He's a very aggressive robot, and his weapon, called the Bubble Bomb, wraps the enemy to immobilize them. No, it doesn't. It just explodes. Apparently his good point is he has neat habits, but his bad point is walking straight. He does tend to have a crab-like walk. He likes bubble baths, and for some reason dislikes an octopus. Alright. For disc 72, let's go to Tengu Man's stage. We're here in the room with the first 2 Typhoon enemies that attack as a pair. Yes, I remember this place not so fondly. The disc is in the next room in rather plain sight. We've seen it before. We just have to get rid of Klein. There's the disc. That's easy enough. So next up we have Mars. He's a battle robot equipped with weapons all over his body, and apparently wants to know which one you choose. He's big-hearted apparently, but can't use airplanes. Whether they mean he can't fly them because he doesn't seem to have hands, or if he just can't get past the metal detectors because of all the weapons on his body, or if he's just too freaking bulky to fly, who knows. Anyway, he likes survival games, but dislikes surrender. He'll fight to the death. A bit earlier on in Tengu Man's stage, we'll find disc number 73. We have to get up here again to the upper right exit from the green balloon room, but we remember how Base got there last time, right? So let's just kill the Typhoon enemy and move on. We have to go a bit lower in here this time. Unfortunately, the place is absolutely swarming with tellies. Oh, it always has to be tellies. There's the disc in plain sight. It's a lot easier to get if you use the treble boost, but you can get it without it. There we go. Die, tellies, die! Die, 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 die! So now we have Jupiter. He can fly in the air with a jet engine, and his electric shock can electrocute enemies. Now check out the quote here. "Clear my way, you propeller scum." Methinks he dislikes Gyro Man, and since he uses a jet engine, the feeling is probably mutual. I sense a rivalry here. His good point is speed mania, whatever that means, but his bad point is a flighty behavior. He likes acrobatic flight and dislikes air turbulence, as I suppose anyone who could fly really would. Disc 74 is in Astro Man's stage. Yes, this is a disc we've seen plenty of times. There it is up there. Yes, it's finally time to get this one. It doesn't have to feel left out anymore. Oh, so Saturn's the one we were overlooking all this time. Methinks Kit would have rather I just forgot about you entirely, you and your flat top of destiny. But we have the disc, so let's talk about you anyway. With a weapon called Black Hole, he can draw in objects toward himself. Does it ring a bell on you? Wow, that's almost English. So it's a good thing that he's fickle-minded? And his bad point is he has a low allowance. They're not paying him well, apparently. He, of course, likes hula hoops, and for some reason dislikes video games. Yeah. How sad that you're in one. Here in the very first room of the Ground Man stage, as soon as we get past this monopelern, we can find disc number 75. It's actually in here. Mega Man has to slide for it. It's hidden behind that sandfall, but we got it. So next up we have Uranus. With the Deep Digger, he can lift blocks and throw them at enemies. Take this, loser! Well, that's straightforward. What? Okay, his good point is bull. His bad point is beastie. Who wrote this? His like is runs too fast. That seems more like it should have been bad point. His dislike is bullfighter, and that's about the one thing in this profile that makes sense. For Disc 76, we head to Burnerman's place, and the first Go Risley. Yes, you can see the sparklies right under him. But that's rather rude of him, just standing in the way. So let's get rid of him. Bloody durable Go Risleys. There, he's gone. So all that's left is to dig it up. Thanks for the help, Rush. Kitty! It's time for Pluto. He was a battle robot designed for jungle combat. Then why was he on the coldest planet in the solar system? Apparently Slashman is indeed designed after him. He has good reflexes, but his bad point is the cold. Again, coldest planet in the solar system, whatever. He likes manicures, but dislikes nail damage. That makes sense. For Disc 77, it's on to Pirate Man stage again, where we have to engage in some more bubble riding. You have to take the third bubble generator, and you have to ride this one up a good ways. And be very careful around the spikes. Hard right. Okay, you can start seeing this platform here. That's where we need to go. Naturally, this is a mimic, so watch out. And you saw the sparklies, I'm sure, so let's dig. And there it is. So we have Neptune after Pluto? I guess the planets were out of phase when they were making up the order for these guys, but anyway, let's talk about Neptune. His weapon can corrode any metal. He's trying to cut down his salt intake. Well, that's interesting to know. It's just a shame his weapon really sucks. He's a good swimmer, and his bad point is athlete's foot? Alright. He likes bathing in the sea and dislikes fishing, 'cause he is a fish. Time for disc number 78, back in Groundman's stage. Let's just drop you out of our way. Now, normally when we're done with that, we head to the right to get out of here, but instead let's go down. Wow, look at the treasure trove. The first box has an extra life. The second one is, of course, a mimic. So that just leaves one more behind these fuse blocks. There's our disc. Next up is SUNSTAR. He's an ancient robot excavated from the mysterious ruins. Because most ruins, they're not so mysterious. There's only one mysterious ruins. He started a war to rule the universe. Apparently he's high-spirited but fretful on waking. And he likes brushing his teeth. Well, nice that he's hygienic. He dislikes keeping late hours. You know, 'cause he likes the sun, not the moon. Teo! It's back to Astro Man stage for disc number 79. Remember when I was doing the Astro Man Perfect run and I was talking about that hidden passage up there? And apparently you can't kill Crunchtrans unless their eyes are showing? Anyway, I remembered right. There was a database disk in there. Heh, gotcha now. So next up we have Buster Rod G. He's the leader of the Genesis unit. I knew that's what it was called. He's a master of martial arts and a rowdy fellow. That was fun. I could totally see Sun Wukong from Warriors Orochi 2 saying that. His good point is climbing a tree, but his bad point is bubble brain? Whatever that means exactly. He likes bananas like any good monkey should, but he dislikes monkey business, which seems kind of strange. And so, as we reach disc 80, and we end this video, we end things actually where we started him this time, back in Pirate Man's stage. Technically I could have gotten this disc with Mega Man as well, but all his methods for getting where I need to go are fairly ridiculous. So let's just get the disc as base and be done with it. And finally we have Mega Water S, giving quite the glamorous pose there. Yeah. An amphibian robot in the Genesis unit. He's kind of green, but is in charge of brainwork. Kind of green? He's totally green. I believe Shag is highly amused by the phrase, "I'll beat your pants off." Apparently his good point is he's an immigrant, and the bad point is he has a funny accent. That's just weird, man. He likes sashimi, which, again, I believe is a type of food. I want to say it's a kind of sushi. But he dislikes spoiled children for some reason. Maybe he'd get along with Ringman. They both hate kids. And with that, that's 80 discs down. Only 20 to go. We're really nearing the end of this. So join me next time when we'll go for the next 10, and hopefully Dr. Light will perk up a bit more. Thank you very much for watching this video. I hope you enjoyed it, and I'll see you again next time. Until then, fare thee well.